Hello and welcome to another episode. This is the second part of my Kia EV6 facelifted test drive video. In this part I do a walk around and look at some of the features and changes between this and the old version of the EV6. I'd just like to thank Acorn Kia Burntwood for the loan of the facelifted EV6. Thank you very much. So looking around the front, and now you can see how it compares to the Mark 1 version, which I've still currently got. Well, this was the end of December when I recorded this. So looking at the front, the lights are obvious things that have changed. And for the grille, as I've said before, I think the grille looks quite aggressive compared to the Mark 1 version. And then the back obviously changed again, and the upper bits of light have also changed, and the style of the reversing lights has changed. Black always shows the dirt. And now you've got a light that came in the model year 24s, I think. And then looking at mine, mine's freshly washed. The reversing lights are more complex than the older one. And the design of this arching tail lights changed. You compare it. My wife's just noticed that the ride height is slightly higher on the new EV6. You compare it to mine, it can't be just tyre wear, can it? You can just see on the right it is slightly higher. Don't know how much, maybe half an inch. And then the new wheels, more business-like than the old ones, I think. They say there's a thicker B-pillar, but I don't know. (255/45) R20s, and they're Continentals, probably with the sound deadening stuff that we currently have. And these are the old version 1 ones. Old. This is just a view around the front, just so you can do a side-by-side comparison between the grille valance on mine and lights and the new aggressive look on the facelifted EV6. The whole of the grille seems to be one colour and one part, whereas it didn't used to be. It used to be a black and body colour before. Well, on the GT Line S anyway. One of the big differences on the facelifted model from the front is the light bar along the kind of top bit of grille that used to be there. You don't get that on the original EV6. It's a nice thing to have, I think. So how many windows will open? all four. Brill. And it'll shut them as well. Yeah, just like the EV3 GT Line S. Right, sequential turn. And the rear. Same as it ever was. And hazard warning lights are just standard. Will stay on. And this is just the above view, looking down at both of them, and you can see that nothing really has changed from the top of the car that I can see, as you can see. I'm just testing my third-party vehicle to load adapter, and that seems to be working fine, powering our Christmas lights. And now when you're in vehicle to load mode, when it first starts, you can see how many hours you've got remaining. So it says 110 hours and 8 minutes at the current load. So that's another nice new feature. And in the back, I think it's identical to mine apart from the new seat design, and you've got the 2 levels of backrest of the seat adjustment and the same amount of space and the same storage in the middle, but with a new pattern on it instead, and new Meridian covers. I think everything else is the same. That's new. And that's probably for the seatbelt. Stop it rattling. Yes, that's what it is. Brilliant. They've listened to the customer, because that was one of my first moans. That's actually easier than the slots they put into the EV3. And you've got heated seat controls just like on mine, and the window control there, and heated vents in the same place, and same cup holders and ski hole. Right, see if I can do this one-handed. Yeah, straight in. Mirror design seems to be the same. Cameras in the bottom there, and the emergency keys in the same place. Here we have an EV3 style steering wheel, and it's got electronically adjustable now. When I opened the door, it moved, so that's saved in memory. And then the new seat design. Notice we've still got the old full style EV6 type headrest, not the EV9 or EV3 style. And they've changed, same materials, but changed the design so there's a line down the middle. The usual seating controls on the side, and new speaker covers for the Meridian sound system, and same old door controls, and same old door handles. Now the steering wheel adjustment is this. As I say, that is savable on the buttons there, like the seat controls. Now changes here, you've got the fingerprint reader. You've got 2 levels. Oh, let's turn it on. You've got 2 levels of heated steering wheel, just like in the EV3 has. Then obviously the cCNC makeover Includes the new drivers cluster with new controls. And the drive mode buttons move there. Then all of the rest of the controls on the steering wheel are the same, in the same places. There is no longer a heat button on the climate control. I think there still is one on the EV6. And if you go back to the media screen, that used to say, I think it used to say radio instead of media. So that's also another little change. And they've changed the materials on the dash. It actually feels a bit harder. And there's the head-up display. And just a single window control there. And the setting controls for the sunroof. And if I press this button here, it should move everything. Yeah, I suddenly put everything lower. Now I've got to put everything back, haven't I? So if I press and hold the one button just like I do in my car, that'll save the steering wheel setting and the seat setting. And the rest of them. Settings saved. USB ports, they've changed to USB-C like the other cars have. And that's switchable data or power, and the other one's just power. There isn't a 12-volt socket on this, is there? Oh, there is. Tell a lie. You've got another charging USB there, and the 12-volt socket is there, much like it is in the existing one. Now, I have no heated or chilled seats on, and there is no Hvac on, but I can hear a fan running inside the back of the screen. Pretty sure it's coming from here. Maybe that's an improvement they've not announced, because I always thought that used to run pretty hot on the Mark 1 EV6. So another improvement. Right, this is a test to see if my Stoplok Pro steering wheel lock will fit on the new EV6 steering wheel. And it does. It works really well. So fingers crossed it will also work on the Kia EV3 when I get it. One thing I wanted to try on the new facelifted EV6 is, can you do the windows opening and closing with voice commands? So I'll press the voice button. Open driver's window.
Opening the driver's window.
Close driver's window.
Closing the driver's window.
Now I'll try it with more windows. Open front windows.
Opening the rear windows.
Well, that did half a job. Open driver's windows.
Opening the driver's window.
Open passenger window.
Opening the passenger's window.
Close rear windows.
Closing the rear windows.
Open all windows.
Opening all windows.
That's open as well. Close all windows.
Closing all windows.
So it does them all. And disabling keyless entry doesn't seem to work on this model. So pressing lock and unlock at the same time for 4 seconds doesn't seem to work or do anything. So absolutely nothing. have a look in the boot. Same parcel shelf. And they've still got the plastic coverings on from the factory. And this looks all the same to me. Same size boot. And that's the same kind of bonnet release. And I think this is a rear wheel drive one, judging by the size of the frunk. Oh, that's solid. And the battery is 60 amp hour, like the replacement one that my EV6 got. And these demo cars are not heat pump models, as far as I know. I've asked, and the EV3 I had wasn't a heat pump model. Right, I'm in the facelifted EV6, and the OBD port is in the same place as it was before, so behind the fuse panel. But I think the fuses have been moved. There are no fuses there anymore. Right, this is a very similar steering wheel to the EV3, and the controls are identical. No reversing bongs anymore, which is good. And if I go forward, no, it's not remembered the I pedal. Also notice the sensors for collision detection and stuff on the back and front. The graphics have all changed, similar to the EV9 and probably the EV3. And the car key, I think, is like the EV3, so it's quite fiddly to use the remote park assist. So you've got lock, and then you've got unlock, and you press and hold for the boot, and then you've got the remote park assist buttons. So you press the lock and then hold to turn the car on, and then back and forth. So what did I think? Well, with my driving and a look at the features that have changed, it's gradual and better improvements. It drives better, in my opinion. I'm a bit there in the middle on the changes to the front end. I wish they'd left it alone a bit more. It's probably changed too much for my liking, but I wouldn't throw one away if someone offered me one for nothing. As for the other features, the seatbelt holders are nice features to have, and the new and updated cCNC head unit, which is the very same as what's in an EV9 and EV3, so there's no point even covering it. I'll put a link to the EV9 walkthrough up above, because it's the same. There's nothing to be seen there. No difference. The EV3 has got later versions of system software, as I mentioned at the end of the test drive POV video. Also, it's got the later version of iPedal version 3. So that hasn't quite reached the facelifted EV6 yet. I don't know whether it's just a software update or there's more to it involved. The Facelift EV6 has got the full version of remote park assist compared to the EV3, which has just got a basic 1.0 or the remote dumb park assist, as somebody said in the comments a few weeks ago. So it's back and forth. I'm still holding out for an over-the-air update that you can purchase to get the full version working, because if you look for the notes, it's got all the features that are required to get the full version working. So I still think it's going to appear in the store. But what appears in the store seems to be rolling out very, very slowly. Some people in the EU have currently got access and can see prices. And as of today, which is the 26th of February 2025, there's still only very little in there. So overall, I think it's a great package. It's a shame the price went up from 48 to 53 for my model of the EV6, because that stopped a lot of people buying it. So, but I can also understand why they're positioning it as a premium vehicle compared to the EV3. So it's only slightly more premium, but a lot of what's in the EV3 is more advanced than what's in the EV6. But I enjoyed my drive. It's still the EV6 I remember, and much improved. Anyway, I hope you found this useful. Thank you for watching.